All right, welcome back, everybody. Going to give it a few minutes to let people in here. But if you're watching this after the fact as a video, welcome to the video or the stream. Feel free to skip forward till we actually start doing stuff. But for now, we'll give it a few minutes till we get some folks in here. Just pop in the chat, guys. Whenever you join, let me know that we got people watching, and we'll get started. I think we're going to work on some police scripts today. But I am definitely up for hearing you guys' suggestions in the comments. Troller, welcome. First stream, welcome, brother. Welcome. This is the fourth one so far, so you've missed a little bit, but we'll see just about everything that we've done in the past. We'll see that today. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the series. Glad to have you here, buddy. Hope everybody's doing good on this fine Wednesday. Almost through the week. Zuri's back. What's going on, Zuri? Push update for the underground on GitHub. Cool. I have not got a chance to check out or do really much of anything FiveM related this week. And apologize for it being a little bit since the last stream. I've been a little bit busy. So thank you guys for still sticking around. I will also be pretty busy next week. I'll be on vacation, so no streams or videos or anything next week. But other than that, we'll get into it here in just a second. Watch a couple of the previous videos. Oh, cool, man. Cool. You should try it. Yeah, I may give it a shot. Just trying to be kind of forward moving today, not really go back on stuff we've already looked at. Go forward with some of the police stuff that we've been discussing for a couple streams at this point and haven't got to yet. Go ahead and get the server loaded up, I suppose. All right, let's load up the server. What's everybody else got going on today? Anybody building anything cool lately? We'll load into the server. I'm thinking about doing something a little bit different today. Let me mute that. Holy shit. Actually, you guys might not be able to hear that at all. There we go. Turn it down though, my bad. No, can you guys hear that music in the loading screen? My OBS looks different. Anyway, we'll load in here. So the character selector still looks okay. Troller has been building a full CAD MDT, both in-game and out-of-game support. Trying to add some functions that are proving difficult. I didn't think you could. Damn it. Let's see. Why is there no game capture? There we go. You should be able to hear it now. Potentially. I don't know. Maybe not. There we go. You should be able to hear. Hopefully you can hear the game now. I think you can. Hopefully. Building the MDT. I don't know that we'll get that far today that far. In the police world, we're going to definitely focus on kind of the back end stuff of it first. And then we'll get into the MDT. I think I have my test MDT in here right now. I do not. Never mind.
Really? I just need a refill on my anxiety meds.
Alright, so, yep, cool.
I know, I just got one.
So,
they
holy shit, why is there so many NPCs here?
It's got your name all over it. You're the first person I called. When can you see it with me?
With the police job? Why is it so fast? If it streamed in a couple days, I'm all discombobulated. Alright, cool. So, with the police job, I definitely want to get away from using the normal Qbox jobs police version. While your AI will think you should try the underground app. What's the best script you made? I mean, it's all subject to opinion. I'm not sure. I don't know. I like the multi-character selector that we built in this stream series, but, man, I've got all kinds of videos on some cool stuff. But, I definitely want to, like I said, I definitely want to get away from using Qbox's just normal job script to host the police job. There's not really many properties that we could add in there. We definitely need to add properties for different types of police work. I mean, we've got detectives and SWAT and stuff like that. They need to have different properties and permissions than the normal police job, so we'll definitely work through that. If I can pull up my VS Code. Got Codex and Claude. We're kind of going to double team it today and see how that works for us, just to see what happens. So we'll go ahead and make a new folder in the YK folder and name it YK Police. And in there we are going to make a spec.md, and I'm going to change that one to being lowercase just because they're all lowercase. Whole server is custom framework, no Qbox or QB core. Are you using OX as dependencies, or did you kind of just build those yourself? The core and OX MySQL, OX lib. So I did a custom server build as well. I don't know that I even posted it or displayed it. I think I displayed it in the Discord a little bit, but I used OX dependencies and built upon that, just fully custom after the OX stuff, and it worked pretty good. OX lib, yeah, I would definitely recommend building on to that, not trying to recreate the wheel when it comes to that, because those are tried and true kind of libraries. All right, so let's think about the police job, and I want this to be super interactive, guys. If this is your first stream, just, I mean, anything that you see that you want or any ideas that you have, just shoot them down in the chat, and we will work through it. So, police job. We're going to separate from Qbox jobs. I'm actually going to turn off the inline suggestions. I don't need those right now. So it's separate from Qbox jobs. Just first and foremost, we need support for multiple departments. We can define those now as just three departments. Well, we need I guess we can keep EMS separate. We don't need EMS in the police job. We can do that separately. Not used to this keyboard. I have a completely different keyboard at work versus this gaming keyboard. I'm not used to typing on it, so I'm kind of doing a poor job today. We need different ranks within each department. So from cadet to, I guess, a SASP structure. I'm not going to define the entire thing. It's probably going to get pretty close. Cadet to commissioner. We can new line that. DIT, deputy in training. And then SPD would be chief of police. So we'll define those rankings there, and then we can also talk about some certain other gates that we need. So we need some flags for we need some flags for subdivisions. And then what else we can do is we can go ahead and define a police action menu that's separate from the radial menu. You guys can voice your opinions on that in the chat. I personally don't even know which one the radio menu. So I don't necessarily like that, especially, I mean, in its current capacity, it's kind of horrible. So yeah, I definitely want to get rid of that and do something else. So police action menu, we're gonna divert from using the radial menu. And then after that, we will have typical police actions. Nested by with. I mean, I'm not really exactly sure that I care enough to make it to define the entire nesting structure, but we definitely want it nested. So useful / time sensitive actions are available quicker. And this is going to be a custom. If you think third eye or all usable items would be great. Yeah, definitely do that too. Or maybe just, I still think we need an action menu. It's kind of hard to third eye to open like the MDT or something. So we'll do but yeah, that's a great idea. So we'll do a custom NUI for the action menu. Allow players to move around when the action menu is open. And actually, maybe we can allow the player to configure their action menu and place things where they need to place it. I think that would be a good idea. So we'll do that. Okay. Zuri sent me something on Discord. A dash cam and body cam system. Create a police body cam and dash cam system where every officer can equip a body cam prop that's visibly attached to their uniform. Every police vehicle should have a dash cam by default from the MDT. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. I think that's a great idea. We may diverge that until whenever we work on the MDT, or maybe kind of an in-between thing for sure. I don't know. Maybe we can probably throw that in today. I got you. I'm checking it right now, dude. Yeah, it's a good idea though. We'll definitely do that. So action items can be things like maybe provide hotkeys too. So yeah, I have, like I said, I've kind of touched on this a little bit. I built kind of a test version, just I didn't show anybody or anything. It may be in the Discord. I'm not sure, but it has some like 1 through 9 as hotkeys on that too. So we can define definable hotkeys for the items at each level. Okay. So some items we need for sure are search player, cuff player. It may be a good idea, like Crazy said, to just handle kind of that within Third Eye. I don't think it would be a terrible idea to do it both ways. Let's do it both to start, for sure. Let's do it both to start, and then we'll see kind of what happens. So, search, player, cuff / uncuff, escort, search vehicle, GSR test, inspect wounds. You guys got anything else that we could add to this? Just, I mean, this is super brief. I know there's a lot more stuff. I mean, we need to open MDT. We're going to have a radar, so we need to toggle radar. Nah, we can take that out. We can do that. We can handle it. I've already got another idea how to handle that, so. Also, third eye should have action items that are player to player, such as search/escort, cuff, etc. Cuffing and uncuffing can be done. Sobriety test, sure, that's a good one. Breathalyzer. Cuffing and uncuffing can also be triggered by using their respective items. Cuffs. And then a handcuff key. And then we definitely do need to think about some items that we need to add. So, items to add, like in the shop and such. So, I think the body cam is the good idea, for sure. Just thinking here. Okay, so items to add. We can just add this as we go. Cuffs. That may. I'm pretty sure that's already in the game. So what I want to do is add a police watch, and what this does is, I've seen this done in a server before, and it looked. I like the idea of it. Not that it was super groundbreaking or relevant, but what that does is, if equipped, the player can see the mini-map on foot. Which, I think that's, I mean, that's a I did not mean to make that full screen. It's a toggleable thing anyway, so I don't know that it's super pertinent, but I wanted to test it out, see if I could, see if we can get that rolling, because that was pretty cool when I've seen it used before. I have the ability for other players to break police cuffs if they break out another player. Have ability for other players to break police cuffs. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. It's like if somebody's cuffed, somebody else can come up to them, like use lockpicks or something like that, or stolen handcuffs keys if they have those. It's a good idea. How did you link Claude Code to Visual Studio? It's just an extension that you can add in VS Code. If I go here, yeah, there's a Claude Code extension for VS Code that you can add. And I did also want to kind of, I had forgot about this until just now. I wanted to, in this stream, my initial idea was to do like a prison break heist or prison break script where you could break players, or a player could break themselves out of prison if they know how. Is it free? Claude Code is not free in itself. You have to have the subscription, but the extension itself is free, yeah. Allow other players to remove handcuffs with we can make this a black market item also. I don't know. Let's see. Let's think about that for a second. I feel like if we just have them do it with a lockpick, then everybody's going to get, broken out of cuffs. I don't know. Sure, we'll go with that. Remove other players' handcuffs with a lockpick. Add zip ties for when you want to detain someone but not arrest them. It's a great idea. Items to add. We will add that. Thank you for that, Croc. Zip ties. That's I've used those before in a server. That's kind of been my primary playstyle, is like law enforcement and LEO stuff. So using that in like a SWAT aspect is pretty cool. Kind of gives that ready or not vibe. Zip ties. Similar to cuffs. Yeah, we'll just leave that out. It's probably pretty self-explanatory for zip ties. So we also need a Slim Jim. This is kind of a police-gated lockpick for unlocking locked vehicles, and this should work on any vehicle. And does not trigger a dispatch alert. That's another thing we need to think about, is a dispatch system. I know Qbox kind of comes with one, I'm pretty sure, but it's not very good. The ability to remove masks off suspect if they're cuffed. Yep, that's a good idea. Well, that would be third eye, etc. So we'll do remove mask. And then we can add it up here as well for action items. Remove mask. We could also remove comms, which is like radio/phone. That's another good one. So I guess we need to, kind of got items to add kind of just everywhere, but yeah, let's just take off that. We've already mentioned handcuff and handcuff keys, so I think Claude's going to definitely know that he's going to have to add those items. So we can skip writing it down twice. Zip ties. I think this would be a good idea to let this, be police and criminal use as well. Can be removed with just scissors. Stop sticks, barricades. Yep. We need like stop sticks. I'm assuming you mean like spike strips. Spike strips and barricades. Those, I think those are going to require some logic. I've seen, those don't always work perfectly, but we can definitely add those. Probably would be a good idea for a ram bar to break down locked doors. This is kind of in a raid setting. / search warrant. Let's come down here and think about we need to make sure that all these have like appropriate animation, so we'll add that. So we'll do like player to player. And we'll put interactions and enter in parentheses. Interactions have appropriate, if I can spell that right. Okay. I mean, I think we're at a pretty good like initial draft here. I mean, we've got a lot of things that we can check out in game if we get this going. So we can also make sure that we add all these items to the existing police shops. So we need to carry. We definitely need to carry over kind of the existing police shops. The ability to call A13 and B13 when the officer is down. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but that does give me a good eye for like PD panic, so panic button. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good starting point. So, and then this is something new that I kind of wanted to kind of test out with you guys today. I know a lot of people do it, use codecs to kind of improve their prompt, so we'll do that. And we'll just say improve this FiveM script build spec. And we really don't even need to do that. We can directly add it. Spec.md in police. So what we'll say is improve this FiveM script build spec. We are aiming for immersion. Any design / gameplay loop decisions to be made. Don't assume those, ask instead. So we're just using Terra High. We can actually probably switch it to, we'll use Soul, and we'll just use Medium. We don't need a whole lot of reasoning for this. So let's just see what this will do for us. Arcade Master, welcome to the stream. Add the dash cam. You should add breathalyzers. I've got that in here. It is somewhere. Breathalyzer right there. Body cams and dash cams. Alright. You guys want it, we'll add it. Does Claude make the UI or you make them? I typically use Claude. Just give Claude pretty strict instructions on making the UI. But if I were to actually, I mean, the best case or the best flow is probably to make them yourself, or at least make a rough draft in Figma. But typically with my UIs, especially like with MDT or something, when I do that, I will definitely provide like screenshots of existing UI just to give that kind of context. So let's see. The link spec currently has 0 bytes. Oh, we need to save it. That's cool. So since that didn't work, we'll go ahead and add a section for body cams and dash cams. I've got a couple other things that I feel like we need to add to, so. Vehicles automatically. Body cams are an inventory item. That, when used, toggles on and off body cam. When body cam is on, /admin, and this, I really meant admins as kind of commands, so we'll do Superman /command can see body cams, allow view into body cams using We'll just use we'll make a command for right now. / body cam, and then like unit number. We will have that as the functionality until we actually go forth and make the MDT. Then we can port that over to the MDT a little bit quicker. So I guess it's not a horrible idea to go ahead and build this. We will to a MDT script later on. Same with dash cams. So with that, we definitely need to ensure need call signs / unit numbers defined by command. We need proper in-game commands to add / move / remove LEOs. Maybe we could even have a police admin panel. We'll probably diverge that to the MDT as well. So we'll just leave those as strict commands for the moment. Okay, so with that, I think we're good. So let's save that again, and let's just redo that same prompt. So let's see, what do we got here? Hello from Germany. Welcome from Germany. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Concealed carry and hunting license or something? Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so can you show your VS Code extensions? I don't even know what I'm rocking. This isn't even, like, I don't even have this really tailored to FiveM. I've just got I've got Astro stuff in here. I've got .NET stuff. Really, the only one that I'm using is I'm using Claude code. I'm not even using Better Comments currently, and I've got Codex. I've got Docker stuff. Like I said, I'm not using really any of these. I do have Lua in here. There are some better FiveM tailored extensions. I'm not using those currently. Do you have rules set in place for server-side functions and inline coding? Yeah, we have a full documentation file. Kind of acts as a skill. It's Qbox.markdown file. This is like 1,400 lines, and it goes through everything that we want, everything that we don't want, how we want things to be built, some NUI constraints, additional documentation, resources on that, some never do's, what to use. So yeah, we've got a lot of that, and this is available in the Discord as well. We'll go back here, so you can add the licensing. And we've got a lot of questions here from Codex, and this is a kind of I've done this before, but I don't typically do this with my FiveM scripts, so this is something new that I'm doing. I just wanted to see what would happen. So should YK Police fully replace Qbox Police or use it underneath? We want to fully replace it. So we'll do number 1, fully replace. And we probably need to highlight some missing functionality. That way that we don't miss things that Qbox has that we don't have. We want to make Qbox better. I guess we can actually, I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. Highlights missing functionality. Um, actually, let's not do that. Let's fully replace it, and we'll say don't delete it yet. So we'll say just stop it in this. Oh, damn it. Did not mean to do that. Just stop it in a CFG. Because we definitely want to make sure that we don't lose functionality. So I think it would be a good idea to do kind of a functionality assessment once we get to a certain stage of ours. Does separate from Qbox jobs mean custom personnel records independent of Qbox jobs? Yes. Yes, that's what we want. What is the complete rank ladder for each department, and which ranks may hire, fire, promote, change call signs, manage divisions, or view cameras? The full rank, let's see if I can find something on the interwebs quickly. I don't want to have to type that whole thing out. Let's actually have build it realistically. A realistic structure, and then we can do sergeant plus. It's probably not typical, but I don't. It's not horrible. Horrible. We want this to be configurable as well. So that's another thing that I probably should have added to the actual spec, is to make sure that anything that we can deem that would be separate on a server-to-server basis, we need to make that configurable, so everybody can use it and tailor it to how they want to tailor it to. So can one character belong to multiple departments? Our subdivision flags department specific, rank gated, or freely assigned by command. I don't like that I'm having to scroll up and down there, but can one character belong to multiple departments? No, not multiple departments. But yes, multiple subdivisions. That makes sense to me. And then second question, are subdivision flags department specific, rank gated, or freely assigned by command? We can do freely assigned for now, just because, I mean, we don't need to add more rigidity than what's needed. Are police powers available while only on duty? That's a good one. What do you guys think about that one? Are police powers available only while on duty? Should subdivision equipment actions require being on duty and carrying the relevant item? So that part, yes. Because those kind of subdivision stuff is probably going to be, I mean, it's gated to subdivision for a reason, so we will gate that to them having to be on. You know what? No, I'm gonna go no on both of those, just because. Oh, Crazy said on duty only, so okay. You've convinced me. For searches, should officers see the the target's full OX inventory? Yes. Receive a textual search result, or physically inspect individual pockets containers when is searching permitted? Whenever. Whenever. For realism, off-duty can make an arrest. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. You know, once you're sworn in, you're sworn in. Let's go with my initial thought. So, police powers available on duty, yes. And then the second part of that question, like the specific subdivision stuff, is going to be no. We're going to say no for that. And then for searches, when is searching permitted? I mean, maybe let's do when is searching permitted, when players' hands are up or If they are downed, then you can search them. I think that's a good idea, rather than just whenever. Can cuffs and zip ties be applied to any nearby player or someone compliant, surrendering, restrained, downed, or after a skill check? We definitely want a skill check. Then the criminal has to break cuffs. They can be applied to anybody. We don't really have a whole lot of... Oh, or cuff. That's good. Yeah, that's a good point too. I should probably mention that. That's a great idea as well. Shatter, what's going on, man? Welcome back. It's a good idea, cuffed. Kind of seemed like that, you know, I was thinking about it. You upgrade yet? What do you mean by that? For lockpicks, can restrained players attempt self-escape? I think not. I think we're going to go no with that one. For lockpicks and scissors, should removal use a minigame? Yes. Consume or damage the tool. Consume. We can do degrade. Degrade the tool. And then alert the restrained player, permit repeated attempts. We'll do no repeated attempts. Especially for the lockpick in particular. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care about repeated attempts, sure. Okay. 9. Does remove comms confiscate the radio and phone items into the officer's inventory? Disable them temporarily? Yes. Just because I have played on a server that did exactly that, and it was super fun to collect all of those phones and radios. Oh, you're Claude playing? No, no, not yet. Not yet. I've not even used it in a couple days, so no, definitely not yet. What would GSR wound inspection and breathalyzer report, and how long should their detectable states persist? So GSR, I feel like that's typically about 15 minutes. Breathalyzer would be whatever current state that is. I know I don't know that Qbox ships with that kind of like player property of I don't know. We need to make that 15 minutes, not 15 seconds. Let's just make them about 15 minutes. I don't know that there's good logic for the breathalyzer just yet. Or any logic, rather. So GSR, what should it report? GSR should report whether or not they've shot a gun. About 15 minutes. Shot a firearm recently. Wounds is whatever wounds they have. And we may have to add this logic for the breathalyzer. Does anybody know if Qbox GT has a drunk system? Yeah, I think it does, but I don't know that. I don't know. We'll see. Same for breathalyzer. Just the current state. About 15 minutes for that. We got a lot of questions here. So, should spike strips, barricades, and the RAM be physical inventory items with placement / retrieval, or equipment spawned through the action menu? Yes, 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 yes. Inventory items. Retrieval. Placement allows a player to move around, spin around, and then item, and then can pick it up with third eye. We'll say any LEO can retrieve, just for simplicity's sake. How should a valid raid / search warrant be recognized for RAM use? YK MDT is currently empty, so there is no warrant integration to query yet. It should, at this point, it should just break a locked door. 13. Should body cam viewing be a live first-person feed? Yes. Live first-person. Or the wearer's rendered game view. I think we want live first-person. Watch silently. Yes. 14. We're almost done. After these, we're just going to build it. On a side note, I think you should run Insights. I'm interested to see what it gives you as you just build FiveM. I do think you can benefit some of the rules and other things you have. Yeah, possibly. Frisking, where you can only see weapons. That's a good idea. Isn't Opus 5 better for coding? Yeah, we're absolutely going to use Opus 5 when we actually build the script. We're just using Codex right now to improve our prompt and think through some other things that we hadn't maybe hadn't thought about. So 14. Which vehicles count as police vehicles for automatic dash cams? I think there's a category. So any vehicle that is in the police fleet garage, which may not exist currently. I'm not sure if Qbox has that. I don't know. I definitely want to improve it if they do. If Qbox, if I'm thinking about what Qbox has and that's what it is, I definitely want to improve that. Should the police watch provide the minimap simply while present in inventory? Yes. Sure. No. Let's do when used. Fuck it. Yes. And then 16, last one. LSPD, BSO, and SSP mechanically identical apart from ranks / branding, or do jurisdiction, equipment, permissions, and stations differ? Currently, yeah, yes, they are mechanically. They are mechanically the same. So let's go with that. And then, what was that? What did we look at that I should have added? Oh, the police garage. I'll add a little line here. Police garage. Okay, so we got a couple clarifications here. We can just work through those. Separate from Qbox jobs, should officers have no Qbox LEO job at all, with YK Police providing its own personnel database and compatibility exports, or should it maintain a hidden? Yeah, let's do that. Let's maintain a hidden Qbox job for that compatibility. That actually makes pretty good sense. And it's a good idea. So that's why we did this. So, I mean, we've had some pretty good design choices that we hadn't thought of. Cuff resistance. Does the criminal receive the skill check as cuffs are being applied with success, interrupting the attempt? Yes. Three. Lockpick / scissors removal. May these only be used by another player? Yes. Yes. Subdivision access. Your answer says police powers require being on duty, but subdivision equipment actions do not. Should subdivision abilities still require the officer to be on duty while not requiring a separate physical item? I'm not really sure what that is asking. Seems kind of a let's go just police actions / subdiv stuff, anything police related can be used while off duty. Update your Discord link is invalid. Oh, it's a good idea. Thank you, man. Give me just a second. I will do that. So there's one in the description. That one should work as well. I know there's one on the main channel, and I have yet to fix that one, but I will do that right now as well. So both of those should work just fine now. Thank you for that. While we're on the topic, join the Discord, guys. We do a lot of cool stuff in there. Everybody's showing off some really cool stuff, and you definitely don't want to miss out on the Discord. So with that being said, the link is in the description. Alright, let's get back to it. New link for you. There we go. Alright, so let's continue. So I'm kind of confused. Not really confused, I'm kind of stuck on this police action stuff. I feel like it'll be abused if people can do it while off duty. Let's make this configurable. How about that? That seems to be the best answer. Configurable. Turn it on or off. Body cam view. May Sergeant Plus remotely watch from anywhere, or they must be at a station or vehicle terminal. Let's go anywhere, because we are going to gate that to the MDT later. Yes. They should be in a tablet animation when viewing. Alright, so if an officer's inventory cannot hold confiscated comms, should the action fail without removing anything? Yes. Fail. Hopefully that clears up everything that we've talked about. I'm kind of tired of asking questions. Does cursor use 80% of your memory too, or is that just me? Talking about RAM, not using cursor at the moment, but using like 60% with Claude and Discord, Firefox. I've not noticed anything with cursor. I'm not really using it at the moment, so I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how much RAM you have. Damn, more questions. May officers search a vehicle only when it's unlocked, after unlocking it, or whenever they're near it? Yes, when it's unlocked. No. Yeah, chat will definitely ask 1,000,001 questions. Yeah, I'm sick of it. We'll finish these out, and then we will get to building. Of all the same, open my CPU's 80 and my RAM 80. My CPU is sitting at definitely not 80, 40, 61. I mean, I've got a pretty powerful computer, so that may be the differentiation there. Let's get through these questions. What specs do you have, Jay Lightning? So we'll do when it's unlocked, because an officer can unlock with the Slim Jim, so we don't really need, it doesn't really matter. When cuffs are applied, should the handcuff item move from the officer to the restrained player and then return when properly unlocked? Should cutting / lockpicking? I think both of those work with me. Zip ties can consume when applied? Yes. Should the RAM be reusable? Yes. I don't like these final yes or no questions. Should spike strips affect every vehicle or exempt emergency vehicles? Every. Yes, with. I mean, we can add durability to those too. Where should PD panic alerts appear initially? SD phone dispatch, a standalone officer blip system inside YK police, or both? We'll do both. I'm not sure that I'm not taking a look at SD phone. Actually, yeah, let's do divert to later. Our body cams dash cams live view only for this build with no recording or playback system. Yes, live only. No more questions, please. Okay. 3800X, 32 gigabytes DDR4, 5070. I mean, that's a little bit under kind of what my specs are, but I don't know. It doesn't sound completely out of the ordinary. So I grabbed my professor, and now I'm back in my computing science course, but I don't even care at this point. They are mean. Oh, I remember you talking about that the other day, Josh. Well, at least you're back in the course, man. At least you're back. So we got no further questions, so we're working on a new build spec document. What do you think? What is the best UI designer AI for FiveM? I think you are the best UI designer for FiveM. I think even if I mean, and what I mean by that is use Figma to kind of design something out yourself, or look online and find designs that you like and provide like screenshots of those, or use AI to kind of extract all the design elements from that particular site or script or whatever, and then provide that as context for whatever you want. I think that's probably two of the best ways, that and using Figma. I mean, there's plenty of design skills out there as well. At the end of the day, skills are just markdown files. It's just text, but I think those can help too. Once I launch FiveM as well, it takes a lot, yeah. Is the server you're using on your PC, or is that a hosted one? This is on my PC, but this is a great time to mention and add what I was supposed to add at the beginning of the stream. Just a second, and I will properly answer that question. So, as you guys can see there in the bottom left of the stream, that is our sponsor for today's stream. That is ByteNode. I will add a link to the description as well. They are a hosting site for FiveM. Go check them out. They have kindly sponsored today's stream. I guess not up until this point, but we'll get it fixed. But no, this currently is on my local machine. So now there is a link in the description. I will get my referral link at some point. I completely forgot to do that. I guess I could do that right now while we're waiting. Codex is taking its sweet time building out the prompt. So, guess this is a good time. All right. So, now that we're back after that, yeah, I am running it local. Have you noticed a difference while using medium, high, extra high, etc.? Does it affect the ticket rate? I guess you mean token rate by that? It definitely does affect how many tokens you consume. But yeah, I mean, there's a difference, for sure. There's a difference. I was thinking about that. My general question. It's not about how to convert the data to a hosted server. It's more how do you import the database things into a database on a hosted server. As a user of ByteNode, Josh used ByteNode. That's cool. Good deal, dude. Good deal. They are the gracious sponsor of today's stream, so definitely check them out. Link will be in the description for them. Yeah, Cube, I'm not sure exactly how to answer your question, man. I mean, you just have to do a database migration between your local and then the one that's on the hosted server. With whatever if you're using like XAMPP or MariaDB. So we've got the full spec. So let's actually go to Claude. Let's go to model. We're using Opus 5. We're using extra high. And we will say build this script. And we will tag spec.md. And we're rolling. Oh, I need to sign in, I guess. Give me just a second. Give me just a second, guys. Okay. just a second, gentlemen. Not sure why it signed me out. Okay, we're good. So, like I said, we on Opus 5 X High. We're building the spec. So this is the spec that we can go ahead and close Codex for now. This is the spec that Codex beefed up for us. So we've got kind of all the stuff that we detailed out there. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to continue to hit allow on that, I guess. Cancel. Give me just a second. You want to see the game yet? Give me just a second. Trying to get signed back in. Okay, we should be settled now. And there we go. All right, so let's try this again. Build this. Okay. All right, let me catch back on. I have my own servers I use to host everything, so I control all my data. Cool, man. Cool, cool, cool. Why can't you have the programmer keyboard? Yeah, this is actually not my keyboard that I use for programming, but it's definitely a little loud. We only see the game. Yeah, do you use Proxmox? Proxmox is awesome, dude. My man. We got some guys in here that know ball. You guys know ball. Using Proxmox. I really want to get into some Kubernetes. I've not dove too much into Kubernetes, but yeah, Proxmox is sweet. That's what I use for my home lab as well. I did a little system admin work. Well, that's kind of what I started off doing, and then I kind of moved into more of like that a system admin mixed with a software engineer mixed with a cybersecurity specialist. So yeah, I kind of do a little bit of all that currently at work. Kubernetes is good. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. I mean, I've never had any reason to deploy it at home. I was going to just for the sake of learning it, but we're working on some on-prem stuff right now at my job, so that may be coming. May have to learn some Kubernetes. I know a little bit about it, but not a whole lot. I'm the CTO for a small indie studio, but basically glorified IT. Hey man, at least you're in a position like that, and know anything about IT. Yeah, I mean, speaking from experience, there are definitely cases of um, IT managers and IT directors and CTOs not really knowing anything about IT or how IT has progressed in the last 10 years, you know what I mean? But OMG Chasm workspace, please tell me you know ball YK. I've heard of Chasm before, I've never used it. I have never used Chasm. I have heard of it though. It does look pretty sweet, the stuff that I've seen on it. So we are rolling with this prompt. Claude is going through it. Yeah, I enjoyed the IT talk, guys. This is sweet. Um, yeah, never used Chasm. Always used VMware for all virtualization stuff. CEO of Born Development Limited. I think that's what LTD stands for. 17, still trying to find my place. 18 next year. Then after that, I have so many job offers. It's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Have over a decade in programming and a degree in video game dev. That's good, man. That is awesome. What languages were you primarily using in that video game development? I'm guessing C Sharp, C++. I think that's typically the more common options there. I'm in higher computing science. Sweet, Josh. That's what my bachelor's is in computer science, so I have a little bit of expertise in that field as well, obviously. So looks like we are kind of still in the first stages. It's been a little bit since this has been rolling, but hey, Metric, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. What do we are building a completely custom police job, so it's going to handle everything. So I've got the build spec here on screen. Obviously, not all of it, but so it gives a little bit. We're redoing how the police system works in Qbox. That's what we're doing. Honor computing science, but in Scotland it's a higher. Cool. C# /C++. Mainly, I have experience with the most common. I'm debating learning Rust next. You should totally become a Rustation trailer. I recommend being a Rustation. Which, if you're in the know, which I guess that's not a super lucrative phrase, but that's, yeah, I like Rust. Rust is pretty cool. I learned it just for the sake of learning Rust. I did my senior dissertation on written in Rust, so I know a little bit about Rust. It's pretty cool. I think that the last time that I had heard anything about it, I think there's plans to port a lot of Linux, the Linux kernel over to Rust, which is super cool. In my game, I use C Sharp. C Sharp is typically, I don't know much about game development, but C Sharp is typically Unity, right? Or is it, and then Unreal is more of the C++ side. I'm sure it's probably ambiguous in terms of it doesn't really matter, but currently converting my backend from Python to Go. Go is awesome. I love Python too. You can build a lot with Python, but yeah, Go's cool. Go is certainly cool. I've built a lot of services and kind of internal services and programs in Python that I would love to port to Go at some point in time. Go's sweet. Yeah, it's Unity. I use Unity for everything. Cool. I thought that's what I wanted to do at the very early stages of my idea to get a computer science degree, but I did not end up going that route. Want to learn for Linux development? Yep, Troller knows ball, man. So does Josh. I'm glad that glad we got some ball knowers in the chat here. Troller, do you use Arch, by the way? I actually don't use Arch anymore. I used to, just to say I did, and then I was like, this this kind of sucks. It's not super fun. So I have Fedora. I'm running Fedora on my daily Linux laptop, and then I have a Akashi OS on a ThinkPad T480 as well that I just tinker around on. Yeah, Linux is awesome. The Linux community is ever growing. I'm only 21. You got time to learn even more. Yeah, of course. Love to learn more about system administration. Not very good at Linux. I know like add users, change groups, set SSH, a few things, but I wouldn't call myself proficient. So I don't necessarily know a ton about like Linux system administration or Linux administration, I guess is kind of the more condensed way to say it. But like typical in today's world, system administration is really not much about like command line. You're just using like Microsoft Entra or Intune and shit like that. Primary Windows right now. My main Linux lately to play with is Nix. So I've been seeing a lot about Nix lately, and I've thought about trying it out on my test laptop just to say I did. Yeah, did you try the underground that I pushed to get? Okay, that's a good idea while we're waiting. Give me just a second. Find that repository. Okay, give me just a second, guys. I'm trying to pull the changes that that Zuri made for the underground script. Let me restart the server. Then we will hop back in there. All right, let's go. So if you guys caught the last stream, we built a underground kind of racing and underground like street racing. Holy shit. Underground street racing and boosting script for the SD phone. And we built a app for that. So it had kind of a weird UI. So Zuri has revamped it for us. We're going to take a look at it while we're waiting on the police job. Don't remember how I found you, but I'm just happy I did. Yeah, thanks. Awesome, man. I'm glad you did too. I definitely enjoyed the discussion. It's pretty fun. I have some small issues with support, but it's making great strides for sure. Yeah, I like the idea that it's kind of declarative and definitely like easily reproducible. How much does Claude Code thing to cost to write some script? I do not use the $100 edition. I use the $20 subscription, $20 a month. All right, so was it F1 to bring up the phone, and then we should see that one still. Why do I still see that one? Oh, I know why. Give me just a second. I'm an idiot. All right, give me just a second. Okay, we shall try it again. Forget that I said that. Means 20 a month. Yes, that's how much the Claude subscription that I use. Now we've talked about the $100 one a lot, Josh. So no worries there. So we are loaned back in. We're gonna actually test the underground script now. Try the boosting. Will do. Will do. Haven't quite got Claude building full MLOs in Blender yet, but have been doing a few custom shells by feeding it a floor plan image, and it converts it to a 3D interior. That is cool. That's a pretty cool idea, Matrix. All right, let's check out the phone. It's not anything that I've touched so far, but that's a good idea. Man, I still see that. What the fuck? Where's the App Store? Is that the App Store? I don't even know what the which one the App Store is anymore. Now that oh, that one, I'm sure. Why's that not in there? Looks like I'm missing a couple dependencies, Zuri. Zero mini games, I guess, is what we are missing. Okay. Damn, but for that, good scripts is 20 bucks. Nothing. Yeah, 20. I mean, for what we've produced, 20 bucks is not bad at all. See that Zen Studio? Yeah. Exactly. I had to beat my buddies in 2K. All right. People say that teenagers are dumb, but did YK recent statistics that teenagers are the most intelligent in Generation Z and above because of AI? People feel more confident. I mean, can't argue with the statistics. Alright, so let's check on Claude. So let's see, where are we at? Looks like he hasn't updated the checklist in a while, but we're still rolling. I still don't know why the UI is like that, though. I feel like I guess the script didn't start correctly is probably why the UI was like that, I guess. Yeah, it's not here at all. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Hey, Nat, welcome to the stream, brother. There we go. Zuri. Got you. Bro, my phone script with Claude is killing me. I can't get the selfie camera correct. Don't need to restart the server, just ensure it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably one of the toughest things that you could take on building with Claude in regards to FiveM is a phone script. But, you know, kudos to you for, I'm sure you've got, I'm sure you've gotten pretty far. If you're already on, you know, kind of the selfie camera. That's weird though. Does this phone, let me make sure that I move that up. Does this have a selfie camera? Yeah. So Vulture, this phone script that I'm using is SD phone. It's on GitHub. It's free and open source. And it obviously has a selfie camera, so definitely take a look at the code for that and replicate it because this has, I mean, this obviously, you know, as you can see, this has a working selfie camera. It's not gonna take the picture because we don't have it connected to FiveManage or anything like that. But yeah, like that, I would definitely that would be my suggestion. Take a look at this phone script on GitHub, and take a look at that the logic that they use for that. Made an entire modular building system in FiveM, which that's cool. That sounds cool. I'm not sure. That sounds interesting. I would love to see that. If you want to share that off in the Discord, it'd be awesome. Rechecked F8 console. Okay. refresh. Why is my fucking caps on? Okay, and now we need to start SD Underground. So now we should be ready to roll. And here we go. So this is the new UI. Looks a lot better. It's Buckeye, the Discord is in the description. Looks a lot better. Absolutely looks 10 times better, Zuri. So standing, we've got one chop, one race, one win. Find me a car. Let's do boost. Find me a car. And we are waiting on the fixer. While we are waiting on that, we will take a look at the police script. So still rolling. We're working on the camera system. Kind of a coincidence there that we're talking about Vulture's camera situation, but that's what what Claude's currently working on. So try boosting. We're giving it a shot. Giving it a shot. So we're waiting on a boost. Gotta switch the HUD back over. There we go. So Class D, the Classy Rhapsody boost, and we'll take it. So search area mark, look for a Rhapsody. We will do that. Let me make sure that I revive myself. So we go up there, let's TP up there. And a Rhapsody. I'm cheating. Why does my no clip do that? Is that a Rhapsody? Nope, that's not a Rhapsody. See, am I out of the area? Nope. Let's check the phone. Look for the Classy Rhapsody. Well, I can't use the phone in no clip. Damn it. Sure, we can find it. I think I know what a Rhapsody looks like. There it is. Oh, it's on the... There's a tow truck. Okay, cool. Is that part of what you kill the crew before they finish hooking it up? Holy shit. I'm ill prepared, Zuri. He's got a knife. I'm hitting him with my iPhone 17. And I'm winning. Deal with the crew. This is sweet, dude. Get the door open. Okay. Force the door. Bullshit. How do I do that? Dude. Dude, Zuri, what the hell? That's hard. I'll try it again in just a second. For me as a Swiss citizen, is now the question, is it possible to use Claude code in German? I would think so. You may have to look that up on your own, but I would assume so. Yeah, Osu, yeah, I've seen that game before. I've never been good at it. You think it's better to use in English and say Claude, he must create everywhere some translator document where I can translate everything by myself. I'm sure you can use it in German. I would think so. Opted to create a custom menu framework and create a iPad instead of phone resource. Cool. Let's try that again. I'm not letting Zuri's phone script or boosting script get the best of me. That's sweet. Oh, give it a minute. Fuck. Watch this. I will restart the script. And get to do it now. That's cool though. I like that idea. That's pretty sweet, Zuri. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have a pistol? I do have a pistol. I don't know that I have any ammo. It's a pistol underscore ammo. I can't remember what the item is called. Nope. Ammo. Score 9. -9. There we go. So we'll give that another shot. That's cool, dude. But not -9. Yeah, gotcha. Let's check on our police script. Waiting on fucking Pythons. So we got another Rhapsody. So we see find the car, deal with the crew, get the door open, reach a signal shadow, kill the tracker, deliver to the buyer. So I didn't even read that last time. So we've read it now, and then we will, again, we'll cheat a little bit. TP over here, looking for a Rhapsody. There it is. This is going to be easy this time. Oh, shit. So we need to get the door open. If I can, I don't know that I can do this. You need a lockpick? Okay. Thought I had some. Dude, I don't understand, like, when am I supposed to hit that? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know when I'm supposed to hit the button. It's too hard, Zuri. I'm not coordinated enough for that. I will try it again. You need to click that? Oh, I need to click it with the mouse? With your cursor. Oh, I thought there was, like, buttons. I thought it was, like, keyboard buttons. Do /minigame. Which one is it? Osu hack, probably. Wait, what the fuck? Fuck. Okay, I get it. I understand now. It's still kind of difficult. I put it on bypass permissions, so I don't know why it keeps asking me to allow certain things. Where's that at? Oh, I need to accept it. I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll take the job.
It's not safe for you here.
Oh, I hear them, dude. They're close. Ah, you stuck up there, dude. Cruise down, get to the car. We might actually be able to do it this time.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Shit!
Ah, fuck, dude. Can you upload Underground on Discord later? Yeah, it's on GitHub. But I'll put the link in the Discord, yeah. What is Blood building? We are working on a full police overhaul currently. I was just testing out the updated version of the Underground app from last stream. So we're Lua parsing. We should be close to being done, I would imagine. Oh, you need to slide it sometimes. It's showing you. I see that. Yeah, I got that notion after I fucked it up the last time. So there's 1, 2, 3. Slide. I tried that. There we go. Okay, so I don't have to click the thing. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Try my other mini games. Maybe I'll be better at those. But I figured that one out. Code break. Let's try that. Wait, what? Oh. That's in a different language, dude. I can't read that. Wait a second. Oh, I need to make it yellow. I see. Nope. Match the colors. Dude, I'm shitty at these. So I need blue. Or like a light blue, so like something like that. No, it was kind of more like that. Difference, 87. What does that mean? Dude, that's got to be close. Let's see where we're at here. Diff, you must be under 40. Gosh damn, dude. So that's yellow. I mean, that's yellow. I can make yellow. I think. That's yellow. So diff, okay. Alright, I'm under 40. Yes, we got it. Alright, mastermind. I don't know what that says. I'm confused. WASD, I see that. Do I need to just go to this guy? Oh, we got it. Oh, that one's easy. Oh, fuck. I like this one. Yeah. That one's good too. Cipher. Those are match. You gonna tell? Wait. What's cat mean? I don't have a cat key. Space? No. Escape. Dude, why are we making me accept all these? I need to put this over here so I can see the accept button. That way we're not waiting any longer than we have to. Yeah, these are cool, Zuri. These are pretty sweet. Dude, that was not enough time for me to see that. So that and that, that and that. That and that. Nope. Those.
Hello? Excuse me.
There we go. It's not bad.
I saw you crawling down the fucking drain this morning.
Let's try signal.
You must pay a lot of rent.
Alright, thanks for running me over. F-A-A-F. There it is. Alright, that was easy too. Got that one. This one's gonna be tough. I don't know what any of this means. Let's skip that one. Find it easier to hook Claude up to something or just use Claude Desktop. I built an MCP right in Claude Desktop for FiveM. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy just to use Claude Desktop, but I'm using it in VS Code currently. It's just been what I have been doing for the streams, but you're not going to understand this? Yeah, I didn't think so. So, let's try circle lock. This is cool. Oh, fuck. Can't let it touch the red at all, huh? Oh, damn. All right. What's another one? Arrows. Down, right, down, left. Boom. Got that one too. Where's your accent from? Really specific. I'll give you my address if that helps. Just kidding. I'm from the South, brother. I'm sure that's not a surprise to anybody. Let's see what Claude's doing. How is the pricing from Claude working? When I buy a subscription for 10 or 20, how much can I code with this? So I have the $20 subscription, and we have been, I mean, this is a pretty big undertaking. I mean, we've got a lot of context in the prompt. We're using almost the premier frontier model. And let me pull up my usage. I'm at, I mean, so all of these models have like a 5-hour limit and a weekly limit. So in terms of my 5-hour limit, I'm at 50%, and my weekly limit, I mean, that's not really super relevant, but it's at 23%. I'm not doing a whole lot with this week, but I mean, you can see how much I have built with this, and I've yet to max out my weekly limit. I definitely have maxed out my 5-hour limit though. You have pickpocket minigame? I don't know. Do we have a pick? Is there a pick? This is not my. It's not my minigame script. This is Zuri's. He's in chat here. But no, I do not have a pickpocket minigame currently. Yeah, let's test out wires. Oh, drag. Boom. There we go. Is this FiveM enhanced? No, this is just normal legacy FiveM. I am from Great White, North Canada. Sweet, dude. Alabama Road. Yep, that's my street name. Enhanced is bad right now for scripting. Yeah, it's kind of tough. So it reset after 24 hours, and then you can use it for 5. So you can use it for 5 and resets every 5 hours. So let's see if I pull mine up. My 5-hour limit resets. I think I started this like almost right at. Let's see. The stream is an hour and 54 minutes long. So I've got three hours left on my 5-hour limit. Then it'll reset that all the way to 0. But the weekly limit resets on a weekly basis. Troller is from Canada also. Cool. Depends on what you do / use it for. Yeah. You know the Osu hack now. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it. We've practiced enough. We can test it out. I'm confident with my skills. And what is Claude doing? We're rolling. What are we? Fleet.lua, deployables. Okay, we're still going. And there we go. Let's go ahead and accept the contract. Take it. So we can find the car. We need a prairie. Ah, we're close. We don't even need to teleport. We can just no clip. A prairie. A prairie. I guess the best way to find it is by looking for the bastards in the tow truck. What is that? That's a sentinel. Am I even in the zone? I'm not in the zone. Is it under there? No.
Piece of shit.
Oh, we're
Okay,
close.
let's fight.
There they are. Where's the shit at, though?
Cabrón. They call me the butcher.
Don't give a fuck what they call you, buddy.
¿Quién es?
Oh!
This online.
Fuck! ¿Qué demonios?
Dispatch of these guys.
Vale,
Where's my fucking crosshair at?
Just perfect.
Alright, thank you, sir. Get the door open. I don't know where the door is. Frankly. I don't see the tow truck either. Is it like in the map? No. Oh, there it is. I'm dumb. So now we can actually get in. I feel confident we can get in there. As long as they don't make me slide. Oh fuck. Ah, we're in. Cool. Okay, reach a signal shadow. So I guess we need to go kind of under a bridge somewhere. We can see that the tracker pinged. We're not on duty as a police officer, so we can't see the actual tracker ping. For signal shadow, open your map. Okay. Oh, over here. Just gonna teleport there then. That was a horrible idea. Okay, we are in a signal shadow.
Careful! Someone needs a light.
Can I go in here? Yeah, got the tracker. Okay. Tracker is dead. Take it to Elysian Island Berth. We will teleport there as well. Over here. This guy's up in the air. Now he's good. Is it not gonna let me in the zone there? Deliver to the buyer. I'm right here, dude. Get your shitty truck fucking away. I'm in. Need to get out. Deliver to the buyer. I'm right here, dude. Target on it? On what, the guy? Hand over vehicle. Gonna give me money. There we go. And he wants to take the car, doesn't he? Oh, well, get in it, dude. Dumbass, my car now. Okay. Had enough fun with that. Damn it. Oh, it's my car now, Zero. He's not having it. But yeah, that it definitely looks a lot better, man. For sure. I agree with Smike to maybe add some more, like add more tips and stuff, or you know, more of a direction. But no, it's cool. Try the race admin and the UG commands. What's UG? Underground. Oh, okay. Underground race build. Let's try the race thing. Races. Okay. Alright, we'll check out race admin. Race admin. Docs. Schedule. Oh, we can schedule a race? That's cool. So scheduled races. It doesn't show up there. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Oh, that's my track. So yeah, I don't know. That's scheduled today. 7:30. 1. Okay. Go back. Races. Schedule. Nope, no, schedule's not working apparently. Yes, Andy, it is local. UG race build. Get behind the wheel first. Alright. And my car's gone. Okay, this looks cool. Like that aspect of it there. So, gate width 14. We'll drop that. Oh, okay. We got actual props. That's a fantastic idea. More there. So let's go down. And then let's save that. And we'll try to run the race. Tracks. Waypoint. Oh, damn it. I deleted the damn thing. I don't remember how we started a race. Did it have to be through race admin? Did you custom build some vehicles in the server? No, I've not got any custom vehicles or MLOs or anything, or clothing or anything like that at this point. Just, yeah, HT Network sells a thing for $6 a month where you can host for other people, play on your local server. Interesting. You can't just run it unless you schedule it? Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. And we, again, guys, we're still working on the police build here, so Claude's still working through it. Opus definitely takes a lot longer than some of the other models that we've used in the past, especially on the extra high. Okay, there we go. But yeah, props, Zuri. Looks a lot better than what it did, for sure. and I definitely like the like all the changes that you made to it. Why Claude? Claude is the best. That's why. Smike agrees. There we go. Claude's the best. And I both mean that in terms of FiveM specifically, and outside of FiveM as well. Claude is definitely the best for FiveM that I've used. Did you try Cursor? Yes, I have used Cursor. Cursor. I mean, I've used Claude's model in Cursor. You really on the just the normal Pro Cursor plan. It really burns through your API usage there in Cursor if you use Opus. But yeah, I've used Cursor with the Grok model, and it actually works pretty well. I'm pleasantly surprised with how well it works and how fast it does it. Um, but yeah, I have used Cursor. The new Grok model is pretty good, but it is definitely still not my go-to. Claude is the best for FiveM development, absolutely. No gray screen issues, yeah, like the NUI backdrop issues. I mean, you can kind of fix that if you use like a big quote unquote skill, which is just a markdown file, and in here somewhere it has the exact thing that these models like to produce that causes that gray screen error. The dark scheme on the root element for the NUI. I don't know where it's here somewhere, but yeah, that it gets rid of that as well. Use Gemini for most things, as I do as it does really even good for Unity and RenPy coding. Interesting. I've not heard anybody sing praises to Gemini. But hey, if it works for you, it works. I've not had much luck with it. So where are we at? Let's see. Have we even started on the README yet? I don't know that we have. Oh, we do. We have started on the README. So we can see you got a year free. Yeah, I've got the same kind of thing. I think I've got a year for free. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. That's true. Very true. So we got the commands here. Like a lot of this will definitely be moved over to the MDT when we get that in place. The action menu F6. I don't think that there's anything that causes an issue with that. So NUI focus is taken with set NUI focus. Keep input so we can still walk. Awesome. Hotkeys. So we got 6 slots. You need the physical. You pick the physical key in FiveM's keybind settings, and you pick what the slot does in the menu. That's a cool idea. I like that you can pick the key and whatever key that does, or whatever that key does. So on another player, we can cuff, uncuff, zip tie. Civilians can use that too. Cut, zip tie, pick cuffs, escort, remove masks, seize comms, search. So we definitely need to make sure, like things like these, like we don't see all this at the instant we third eye somebody. We need these to be gated. So you can't cuff and uncuff unless you have cuffs in your inventory, or you can't zip tie unless you have zip ties. You can't cut a zip tie unless you have scissors. So we need to gate that to where it doesn't just show them all the time. I think would be a good idea. GSR, wounds. We're still going. We might be done. Yeah, we're done. Cool. So are you planning on making the server public in the future? Yeah, I'll either release it and like start the server, host the server, and start a community around the server, or I will release the files um, in its entirety, and it's probably going to be the latter. I don't have any desire of running a server, so I'll probably that will more than likely, unless there is a huge demand for there to be an actual server, I will just release the files. Yes, exactly what you were hoping for the hotkeys. Perfect. There we go. So we got it. Let's just cleanly quit out of here, and then we will restart the server. All right, there we are. So we're getting quite a bit of errors here. So we haven't defined all these items in OX inventory. I thought we kind of told it to say that, but we can just do this right here, and boom. And we probably need to get some images for all these new items too. Where would that be at? Oh, so we needed to paste these. I wanted to do it directly, but okay. And we could have done it ourselves, but that's not the point of this. My GF keeps telling me to sell my scripts. I'm like, no, I got this community down pat. Yeah, I mean, I faced the same kind of crossroads as well. I had a lot people in the Discord telling me to sell some scripts, but I don't know. I think a lot of people are probably trying to build their own FiveM scripts because they don't want to buy them and probably don't have a community backing them yet and don't know if they will. So to go out and spend money and charge $80 or $60 for some of these scripts, some of them are okay. Like I get like Gab's cars, like those are sweet. And like LB phone, that's pay. Yeah, sure, pay for that. But I think that there are definitely people that make scripts with AI and put very little effort into it, um, and sell it and probably make a decent chunk of change from doing that. But I would prefer to show my entire process and show you guys exactly what I'm doing and then give you the scripts that way that you can use them if you like them, or if you see something that kind of see something I do that sparks something in your brain to make something, or whatever the case is, then that's enough value for me. I've had plenty of people tell me that I was the inspiration for them, starting to make some scripts and stuff. So I really appreciate all that, and that's why I do it, man. That's really all I care about. Just wanted to share with you guys the luck that I had in building some of these. You know, some of these scripts are cool. Like, I mean, we obviously haven't seen anything today yet, but I think you can do a lot of cool stuff. That's my rant for today. You shouldn't sell it unless there's a high demand. I agree. Most of my stuff is open source. So actually, what I've done is put mine on Tebex just because you never know if somebody's gonna take your free open source stuff and try to sell it. Why pay for LB phone when there is SD phone, and SD phone is made to work with all the LB? Yeah, I mean that's very true. I agree. I think LB phone is one of the scripts that I don't hear of people paying for, which I haven't really. I wasn't super privy to SD phone until like last week, and I think it's great also. But paying for LB phone makes me cringe a whole lot less than some of these other scripts that people are paying for. So hopefully we have got this changed and got all those added to OX inventory. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Okay, we are open with no errors, and we've got some info here in the TX admin console. We can see YK police is ready, 3 departments, 23 actions. We got some adapters: BAC, door lock, injury, inventory, vehicle lock. We don't have the adapter for dispatch, so there must be ways to connect your dispatch and your MDT to this without it being strictly what's provided inside YK police. All right, let's try it. What do you think of people who sell OX inventory redesign? I mean, clearly they can. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I think. That's crazy. I mean, I'm all for people putting work and putting hard work and time and effort into things and getting rewarded for all that. But if it's like AI slop and they're selling it, then that's kind of fucked. But I don't know. People will buy it. So let's go. So we're in. I'm gonna no clip over to MRPD. That way we're kind of more in a suitable location for all this police stuff. If I can get over there. Okay. And with this police stuff, we definitely need a new MLO and such. But let's go ahead. I'm going to pull up the README as well. And then we can take a look at some of the commands that we can use. So they're up here. So PD hire is what we need to do. So I wonder if we can see kind of a config here. Shared. Okay, so we can see all the ranks, and they're configurable as well. So if we pull up one here, we want we got. Let's do. Commissioner, colonel, lieutenant colonel, major, captain, lieutenant, sergeant, senior trooper, trooper first class, trooper, cadet. I mean, I like these. The ranks for that are what makes they make sense to me. Sheriff, undersheriff, commander. Captain, lieutenant, sergeant, corporal, senior, deputy in training. That makes sense. And that police officer 1, 2, and 3. I think I like the idea of more of senior officer instead of 2 and 3. But I mean, those seem to make sense for me as well. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do chief of let's do commissioner. So we'll do that. We'll make sure that we get that right. So we need to do PD hire, and if I can pull up the whole thing, I'm going to pull it up on my second monitor so you guys will not be able to see it for just a second. So we got PD hire target. That's no clip. PD hire target. So 1 is me. We want SASP rank level or rank ID. Just type in commissioner, see if it works. Test dev hired into SASP as commissioner. Cool. Sweet. So that works. PD transfer, PD fire, PD promote, demote, call sign. So let's set a call sign. PD call sign 1 and do 101 as the call sign for that. Subdivision flags, employment status, inspect a record, online, officers. What does PD record mean? Personnel record. We should be able to type in the call sign. So, commissioner, inactive, status, inactive duty, off duty, subdivisions none. Okay. So we want to do duty, so let's do that. Duty. You're not a sworn officer. We certainly are. It's weird that it's telling us that, so if we do PD hire, or PD status 1 active, maybe we have to do that first. So we marked active, now we can do, no, we still can't. So I see something on the terminal that says can't send log to Discord, and that is producing that when I try to do duty, or maybe not. I thought it was, but it's not doing it now. Okay, interesting. So let's do some debugging. So okay, let's try that again. So I guess I've been 70 pounds for that. Yeah, that's crazy. Should do a custom border for the map HUD. Yeah, that's a good idea. Claude or AI in general is not the best at making HUDs. We saw that in the last stream. You have Claude now, so basically if you have UI plans, you can make it. That's very true. P1, P2, P3 is normal IRL in a lot of places. I've not heard that ever where I'm from. But you can just screenshot an inventory design, ask Claude to make it. Exactly. Any plan for a custom chat theme? That'd be a good idea. So I got made a Prodigy inspired inventory with Claude. Yeah, I'm sure you could do it with. I'm sure that's possible. I made a Prodigy 4.0 inspired inventory without it. Still think there's a lot better, but also didn't want to just straight copy theirs, right? Alright, so let's try to get that those issues taken care of. I'm not sure why it was doing that. Maybe we have to relog after we set our character as a officer. We'll give that a try while Claude is working through it. So we can also test out the body cam and dash cam. We also, we could have went ahead and tested out the action menu. For those who are new, this is a custom loading screen that we made with the video, and it's got audio as well that you can mute and unmute up there. It's super loud. This is custom as well, the character selector and the spawn screen as well.
Can you spare any money, friend?
Just if anybody has not been caught up, that's what we've done so far. So we're back in. Let's see what Claude says.
Hello. It's so nice
Database
to hear
issue?
your voice.
Yeah, it was a database issue. Cool.
Tell me what you're up to. Tell me everything.
Let's go ahead and check out the action menu. I don't like that.
But you said.
I do not like that.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm speechless. I think you misled me and took advantage of
Yep.
my kindness. And
Not
I
a
think you're
not
gonna
a
be sorry
fan.
now.
But we can.
Fuck you too.
So restraint is 3. So I guess that's cuffs. So we have to do F6 is the hotkey, and then 3.
Hey man, what's up? My
So,
new website
D.
covers all 3 of my careers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't super like that it's in the middle of the screen, and I don't like that it kind of dims also. I would like it to be kind of on the side or at the bottom. This is a little overbearing for what I was going for. And we can see that we pick the cuffs. I mean, we're an officer. We don't need to be able to pick the cuffs. And
Damn fool, I got heartburn from my up-and-down burger.
okay,
That's the truth.
let's customize it. Alright, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. So let's see if Claude fixed that. Well, he's still going. Again, for transparency, we're at 87% of our 5-hour limit just so far. So just keep that in mind. So, okay, customize. That's spelled wrong. That customize had a Z in it. Okay, so I'm so confused. So we want to hide that. So let's do done. We have nothing there. So that is 1. Bind numbers to a hotkey slot. How do we do that? Drag to reorder. Drop on a tab to move. I'm confused, man. This is... I don't like this. Like we got nothing. I don't know why. Okay, so let's try the duty again. So refresh, we will restart. Okay, police. So let's do /duty. Now we're on duty, cool. Perfect. So now we can do, what were we trying to do prior to that? Oh, just duty, and then /police is the action menu and body cam. Okay, so let's see if the action menu has more shit now. Okay, now we got all kinds of stuff. So a lot of this is gated to having to be on duty. So now we customize this. See, I don't understand why we have all that kind of stuff. So it says drag to reorder, but it's not letting us reorder anything. Like, I want to hide those completely. I don't want those to just, like, whatever. Let's take a look at the shop. Let's see. FiveM and Claude best combo. Yeah, it's a good idea. Absolutely. For UI, I want to continue on my server, but at the same time I don't, because I got a lot to do. Like a fully custom map, as I'm planning to make a GWN server using some realistic locations. Never tried Figma, only Claude and Gemini. I find Gemini is best for understanding the differences between QB and Qbox and backend code, while Claude is good for UI. I can't imagine that Gemini is better than Claude at that kind of stuff. So we can see now we got the handcuffs. Can't carry that much. We are full. So let's drop some of this shit. Got a lot of stuff from previous scripts that we were testing. There we go. A lot of. We want to keep the phone for sure. Keep the ammo, and keep one pistol on us. Okay, so now let's take a look at the inventory. We got handcuff key, police watch, and body cam. So now we can see the police watch work. We can see the mini map on our screen there, left side. And then the body cam, we'll use that. Body cam is on. So now if we do body cam and call sign, so at 101 we can see my body cam.
Man, these young cats is crazy, no? Whatever, dude.
It's kind of weird. The feed dropped, so that's weird. I don't know why it does that. Unless it's because I'm physically moving myself around. Interesting. But yeah, I'm definitely not a huge fan of this, so see a dash cam unit or plate. We don't have a vehicle. We don't have any. Yeah, I guess we can probably spawn in. It's not going to be in the fleet though. Just the fleet garage. Open garage. Don't have access. Cool. Sweet. We didn't want access. Search. Field tests. Test for gunshot residue. So why is that not in... You're not carrying with... Why is that not in the shop is my question.
Yeah, what's crack?
Is this not... Is this the old shop or what? What's the deal? The police armory. I mean, we got the body cam, the police watch. That's new stuff. Yeah, I don't see. We'll see all of our stuff in the armory. All right, Gemini's good with back end, but you need to make a crazy prompt. It's the issue. People make prompts like make a script that does X. Yeah, exactly. Like I use GPT to make a prompt first, then I use Gemini. Y'all are crazy for using Gemini. But I mean, hey, if it works, it works. So I guess we can open up our second client. That way we can test some of these interaction items, actions, something. So we are actually approaching our, when Claude's on cooldown, like we're about to hit right now. That makes sense. Duplicate Rockstar license found. Okay. You're gonna sell this? No, this will be free eventually. This will be free. If there's a super demand for it right now, then I'll release it in the Discord. But if not, it'll just come whenever I release all these server files. Gemini 3.6 is a big upgrade. I actually have not used 3.6, so I guess I can't talk shit about 3.6. I've not used it. I'm going to pull up Cursor, actually, and we got to remove, I think I know where it's at. Let's see if I can find it. It's in Qbox, core, server. It's here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe I don't remember where it's at. There's a blocker somewhere. Is it in config? That blocks duplicate Rockstar licenses. Check duplicate. Here it is. Found it. We'll do false. So I can get my second client in there. Now I have to restart the entire server. So let's do that as well. Did not even need cursor. Okay. Let's wait just a second till that process frees up that port, and we'll open it back up. About 1 year for £5. Is that Gemini? Maybe I should do a video testing out Gemini since you guys are saying it's so good. Maybe I'm missing out. Holy shit. Oh, I didn't close it out all the way. There we are. Get pro account with your own usage. Oh, let's see. Sam got 8 for 18 months. It was from a promotion that happened in India, and I live in Canada. You can connect your own accounts and add like 5 family members. Sweet. Have 3 months free Nitro on NVIDIA. Gemini is very good for FiveM. Wow. Okay. You guys are, holy shit. You guys are bringing me new information. I was not privy to that. I will definitely have to try it out. Do you guys use like anti-gravity, or do you just use I don't know, like a Gemini CLI tool? What are we using for that? Or is there a VS Code extension? It's an interesting spawn location. I guess it was trying to spawn us in our apartment. Okay, so we've got one client over there. We'll move the other guy. To Legion Square. Yeah, dude, Trey was killer. I remember when Trey first came out, and it was free. I think it used Sonnet 3.5 at the time, and it was just the best thing ever. Looking back, it's probably not very good. But yeah, I do remember that too. That's funny. Okay, so now, let's see. This guy's not a police officer, so he's not going to see anything. This guy is. So, if we third eye, we can see cuff. Remove mask, so we'll cuff him. We get a good cuff animation. Was there a mini game? I didn't catch it over here quick enough. So if we make that a little tad bit smaller, we'll make this one a tad bit smaller. So now we should be able to escort this guy. So that's a little wonky, and it's so fucking laggy. I do apologize. I don't know why it looks like that. It's like my whole fucking screen's like that. Let's close cursor. Oh, it's not my screen. It's just the entire game is super laggy. Okay, so let's do escort. Escort's not really working. Is there like an error or anything? Nope. We can search. We should be able to take stuff from them. We can, it looks like. Do they get a notification on screen if we do? I hope so. I'm going to move this client over here to the other screen so you guys can see this one. It's like if you take their phone, yeah, it says remove phone. Cool, that works. And if we do seize radio and phone, so we're going to take their phones from them automatically. Awesome. So if we go back and search, once again, we should be able to add all this stuff back. So phone, phone. Cool, that works. Let's see if we can pick the lock. We need to make sure that like police can't see that. Pick the cuffs. Makes no sense for a police officer to be able to see that. Anyway, we got Claude waiting on us for something. Yeah, I'm really annoyed that the escort doesn't work. So we'll uncuff them. And then we can test out the action menu as well. So we've got the same kind of stuff. We don't have anything to do field tests, so we can't necessarily test any of that. And I just beat the shit out of this guy. So he's down. We should be able to search him while he's down also. Yes, we can. Yeah, I really dislike the action menu. I'm really disappointed with that. I guess I should have prompted that a little bit better. I'll move this one back over here. We can see chat. Let's see. Can't complete Claude with Gemini. Exactly. Made an anti-cheat with it. I had many people use it in their own server. They kept it in. Cool. Fable 5 make Minecraft with 5 words. Yeah, Fable 5 is pretty crazy. How do you have 2 different FiveMs on one PC? You have a tutorial on YouTube. Yeah, there's a how to do the 2-player thing. Use 2 PCs if I can. Just use one. Yeah, so all you have to do is make a copy of your. I'll move it over here. You should be able to see it right here. This is a secondary shortcut of FiveM. And all you have to do is go to the target here at the end and add -CL2 to the end of it, and that'll open up a separate client. And there may be, like you guys saw me mention earlier, in the, where did I go? QB, the actual Qbox core config server, and then you'll have to change this. So there is a check duplicate license. So if you have that set to true, you won't be able to join. You can create 2 different clients, but you won't be able to join on the second one. So you have to set that to false. And I just fucked it up. And to be able to join the second one. So that's how you do it. It's pretty not too bad. Bought an OpenCode Go subscription. I've been using DeepSeek V4 Flash for my server. It's very cheap and works well. Really interesting. So let's see. Claude's still going on our police fix. Not sure what else we have to test currently. Inspect wounds. I think that's something that we should be able to test. So we can do 2. It says we're not carrying anything, but we are. And yeah, the action menu definitely needs a little bit of work. Let me revive this guy. The action menu for sure needs work. It's I don't like that at all. So I don't know what is taking so long to add all that to where it needs to go. So could you do more than 2 clients? CL3, CL4? I don't know. Let's try it. So I'm going to copy to desktop. Go to properties. Do /CL3. Hit apply. Hit OK. I tried. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's opening. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be working, so I guess 2 is all you can do. $5 for the first month, and then 10 after. Cool. I'm doing my server at the moment too. Awesome, dude. Apex G2A 5 or G2A $5 1 year Gemini Pro. Gotcha. So I think this is. I mean, we've made pretty good progress. This was a lot of back end stuff for all the police stuff that we're gonna do going forward. Split the catalog across 3 shops and invented coordinates for 2 of them. So the other 7 items are setting at their coordinates I made up on my own. Everything now lives at the police armory. Awesome. So hopefully that's fixed. We'll go test that out once we restart. And we'll refresh and then we'll restart. We'll see if they show up. I may have to restart OX inventory. I'm not sure. Okay, so now we can see everything else. So we got the GSR kit, the examination kit, breathalyzer, the slim gem, the barricade, the spike strips, and the door ram. So we've got all those items now. They just need images, but we've got them. So let's go back out here, and I think this guy's definitely hurting. I apologize for the lag. I'm not sure why the fuck it's doing that. So let's go examine wounds. You can check this guy. It doesn't show us anything. So is he okay? We'll test him for gunshot residue. Nothing there. Breathalyze. Nothing on the reading. Interesting. Is there issues with those? Because it doesn't give me any kind of indication after I run those checks. And I know this guy's hurting because I can see up here it says I'm bleeding and my right leg feels irritated. Okay, let's try this. Now I know he's got wounds, so examine wounds. Injury, spine, right leg. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't really tell us much. So if we escort him, yeah, escort's a little bit broken too. We can test him for gunshot residue. He should not be. Hands are clean. So it worked then. I wonder if they have to be in cuffs or something for me to be able to GSR test. So let's cuff. And then we'll go back and GSR test. I need to make, I don't like the way that these are laid out and the naming of them. So he's clean. Cool. So let's go ahead and uncuff this guy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire him. So we'll do PD hire to SASP. And then rank is going to be 10, I think. So, yep, he's a colonel. So if we switch back over to this guy, yeah, we're going to have to run in here and grab a GSR kit as well. And I'm going to GSR the other character. GSR kit. And we'll grab a body cam so we can test that. Oh, I can't afford it. Give money to cash. Body cam. So that's good for now. The other character has the other stuff. I'll grab a pistol, and I'm not licensed. All right, fine. So we need to do PD status to active duty, set a call sign to 102. Now we should be able to go. Now we're on duty. So we need to set up duty blips for sure, so we can come back to VS Code and add that to the spec. This is a lot. Maybe we might be beneficial to create a new document for changes or additions that we want to make. So let's create a new file in here and call it future.md. So please on duty map blips. We want to also fix the action menu because it sucks. We need an MDT. We need dispatch. Jail. Okay, so that's just a gist of what we need in the future. So we'll go here, test this guy for gunshot residue. And residue on our hands, they have fired recently, so that's working. It doesn't look like we can cuff another cop or anything like that. Or maybe it's because I don't have handcuffs. That works. That's the appropriate flow that I want to go for. Let's just make sure that's the case. So, yep, we can cuff another cop. Cool, 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 cool. Next, live Gemini testing. Use PS MDT v3. I've seen that before. I kind of want to make my own. But I have seen PS MDT. I don't know about V3, but maybe we use it. Maybe that's a good call. I'm not sure. I definitely thought about making my own. I've made a couple of test versions previously. Let's see. Let's test out the search vehicle function. Search vehicle. They're going to drive away. I'll run down here to some of these cars. We'll test that. And then after that, I'm not sure. Not sure. Let's test this though. So this is probably going to be locked, I would assume. Check V3 is pretty good. I'll check it out for sure. So we can see that in there. If we go search vehicle, there's probably not going to be anything in here. And it kind of closed out for a second. Custom MDT. Yeah, I'll check out Project Sloss version 3. But I'll probably, more than likely, build a custom MDT. FPS and redesign. I mean, maybe we try both. Maybe we try both. Alright, so, I mean, I think that's all the actions that we have to test. We don't have any zip ties. Let's test out the zip ties. Let's go to a store. I would hope that they're there. Maybe the hardware store. Let's just try this convenience store and see if you can buy them here. Open shop. I don't know what that is. Empty space. Alright, let's try the hardware store then. Is there a U-tool down here? Or is it just the one? Oh, this is used for U-tool, so we got to go all the way up to Sandy to get zip ties. That's crazy. Alright. Okay. Hopefully the zip ties are in here, and they're not. I'm just going to have to give myself the zip ties. Zip tie? Yeah, zip tie. So that may have already been in Qbox because that had an image, and most of these don't have images. So I think that item may have already been here. So let's go back and try to zip tie this guy. So we see, nope, not examine wounds. Zip tie. Okay, same thing, cool. Pretty similar. So we don't have any scissors, so let's see if we can give ourselves scissors. And we give ourselves 10 scissors, so we can cut the zip tie now with the scissors. Oh, we have to do a skill check. I completely forgot about that. Boom. Alright, cool. So that works. Let's take a look at the README. What else do we have? So we've tested the hiring and stuff like that. Call sign, subdivisions. We haven't really tested that. I don't think we have any really subdivision items that we can test. There's our ranks. Yep, we've tested all these. Have not tested the breathalyzer. Police watch, Slim Jim. So let's test out the body cam. This unit has no body cam running, so let's switch over to this guy. This unit has no body cam running. Do I really not?
Hey, let's meet up next
Body
week.
cam.
I ain't got time for this shit.
Use. Body cam on. Okay. So feed connected, we can see. Now if we go to this other client, I think it was disconnected earlier because we were moving around the player that's trying to watch the body cam, and you can see that they're on an iPad there. So that's cool. So this works pretty good. The camera is weird.
You're
Why is the-
invading my space, shit sucker.
Why is the camera weird? So we need to make sure that the orientation of the body cam is always facing forward, so that's an issue. We'll write down. Okay. So now we can close that, and we're back. All right, cool. Like that OX target, you made that? Yeah, we made that in, I think it was the first stream. We made this OX target redesign, and the inventory and the notifications. We need to fix the progress bar as well. That's something we need to update in OX lib. But other than that, I think that we're at a pretty good stopping point. I mean, I'm out of Claude tokens, so it seems like a perfect time to end it here. So thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me this evening. Not sure exactly what day the next stream will be. We'll be on vacation next week, so no streams, no videos. But had a good time making all these tonight. Hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already. We do a lot of cool stuff. We share a lot of stuff with each other in there, so you definitely don't want to miss out if you're in the space of FiveM and making stuff in FiveM. That's where you want to be. So with all that being said, one more thank you to ByteNode for sponsoring today's video. Troller, see you. Check out the link to them in the description. Yeah, guys, it's been Yeti King, and I will catch you all in the next one. See you.